Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's go ahead and clear out this energy, and then we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us. Boy, there was a lot of chaos with that ring, a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hey, sis. Hey, Original. Hey, Elizabeth. But there was a lot of chaos. I'm like, it's like I'm feeling like somebody was not, hey, Janae, somebody was not the best parent that they could have been. But I feel like it's kind of like a situation of, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, and somebody tried to be a housewife. I feel like maybe this female was out there cheating and wasn't really paying attention to the child, and then the male, the father, he worrying about the money, and he on go. He in his own world doing his own thing, and he ain't worried about the child. Nobody worrying about the child. Child's being left out. But so the mother is kind of like, all she worrying about is what she want, because she's not feeling satisfied. She hasn't thought to find out ways to satisfy herself. I feel like she's kind of in despair. I feel like she got caught, and something that was just about ready to slip into her hands fell right through her fingers, like money, a lot of money. I felt like she was getting ready to get a big payout, an inheritance, or something like that. Money from a will or something, beneficiary, something, but she's not. I feel like, when somebody looked a gift horse in the mouth, they took something for granted when they should not have. Hey, High Priestess. Hey, Angelique Chronicles. How are you? Hi, Tara. Hey, John. How are you? Thank you so very much, Angelique Chronicles. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody's not feeling too good now. They are in bad health. Because I'm telling you, something that they was working on, whatever they was doing. Yeah, whatever they was doing. I feel like somebody was having a courtship with somebody else out in the community. But this was not the official person. The official person is somebody that is of high honor within the community. Like I said, somebody is not feeling good. They are in despair, and they are very concerned. The reason they're in despair and very concerned is because, guess what? Their little secret rendezvous was found out about. Hey, K Hypsee. JR, thank you so very much. Thank you. Their little rendezvous was found out about. And now that they was found out, now somebody's concerned about this great fortune. Now they're concerned because it was like not too long ago, somebody was in poverty. Okay, Hypsee, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, not too long ago, somebody was in poverty. But you know what? I feel like then what happened was God gave them a gift. And what that gift was, they got married to somebody of stature in the community. So all they had to do, like I said, was work on themselves. You want to be happy? Figure out what it is that makes you happy without bringing in the third party. Yeah, see, somebody had put something in somebody's will, about, hey, about the business, the property, the money. Everything was legal. Everything was legal. But then, like I said, somebody found out about that sneaky ass motherfucker in the background. And how somebody was not really telling the truth. And I'm not even not really. They was plain not telling the damn truth. I feel like that's when this person decided that it was time for them to get divorced. Yeah, they decided it was time for them to get divorced. And what that changed was, it changed that thief. Now somebody was really gonna have to work hard for their money. She worked hard for money. So hard for it, honey. I'm hearing Donna Summer. Hard for that money, or she works hard, or hardworking woman, whatever it's called. Dun, 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 whatever the song is called. See? But and so now she gonna have to work for that money. She thought that she was gonna get something. She was not expecting something not to go in her favor. She was not expecting somebody to divorce her ass. Yeah. And so now that sudden wealth, that goes to the main female who is now an adult, who's that adult child. Now it's that sudden wealth goes to that main female who is the child, the adult child. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Yep. See, now, and everybody expects this adult woman, this adult child, they expect this person to do the right thing. They do. They do. They know that whenever it comes to the privileged lady, somebody knows that they made the right choice. They know that they made the right choice. Something with that child. See, the mother cut herself out. Mother cut herself out because she couldn't keep her legs closed. But that's just our secret. So now that child that the mother was not mothering or being mean to, or whatever that situation was, we don't even know. Now that child is the one that's gonna get everything. Yeah. And see, now, guess who? Now somebody want to come and visit. Now somebody want to come towards that adult child. Because what they're saying is they want to say that they're telling them that they don't have long to live. Their health is really bad. They don't have long to live at all. Or else they find out that they hear a message that somebody has already passed. That could be it. Yep. Somebody's traveling and or the mature woman may have passed on or something, and somebody hears that somebody has passed. But see, what happened now is somebody gets some unexpected income, or somebody's trying to get some unexpected income. But it is something fraudulent. Yeah, this person did something fraudulent and something sneaky that they have to go to jail. This main male. This could have been a sibling. The sibling could have stole some money. from and now that person had got to go to jail, or they was trying to alter a signature or something like that. Yeah, somebody's in some trouble. Somebody is in some trouble. Something about they was trying to take this. Okay, so that's what the main man was trying to do. He was trying to steal some gift. He was trying to do it on a slide. He thought he was half nickel slick. But see, he didn't realize that you so highly looked upon with your official self, or the police is right there. Maybe somebody didn't realize, because this is the police all day long. The police in the court system. Maybe he didn't realize that somebody was spying on him, or somebody was looking at him. The official person who is a stand-up type of person, who has the final say-so. That's who was looking at him. That's when things started changing for this main male. And that's when everything started seeming like everything started going flush down the toilet. Because the older gentleman found out that the main male was the one who was trying to steal something, or trying to fudge a signature or something like that, something underneath the carpet, so that somebody could get sudden wealth. You know how they do this little sneaky shit. Hey, Rialda, how are you? Hi, Anissa. How are you doing today? Hi, talk to Tia. How are you, sweetie? Stubborn warrior. Yeah. And see, yeah, because now they're realizing that as you was always that, you was destined. Now they sitting here putting two and two together. You was destined to be the privileged lady. Destined. You was destined to be the privileged lady. Yep. They couldn't stop you if they tried. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, something about now, I feel like somebody wants to commit to you. Somebody wants to be committed to you. But you have to be careful, because the person that may want to be committed to you may be the same person that had to go to jail. Because now this person is saying they want to change their old thieving ass motherfucking ways, because they realize you got that sudden wealth. You see what I'm saying? Now somebody's playing a different tune. First they was playing Fuck the Police by NWA. Now they playing We Are Family by Sister Sledge. You see how they just switched that shit up? What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody thought that they was going to get something. They thought they was about to cash in. I know I saw a car flip over. All they had to do was be a little more patient. Yep, something about this main female. Something about this main female. Robert, thank you. Hello, how are you? Yeah, something about so now that they're looking at you like you have changed overnight, and you know how you sometimes you see somebody whenever they 15, then you don't see them again for 10 years, and now they're 25, and you're like, damn, when'd you grow up? That's how somebody's looking at you, like, damn, even though you've already been an adult and grown. It's just that they're looking at you with new eyes now. See, when you got money, you look different. Now that's when you look cuter, more fine, prettier. What's like? Yeah. And see, now somebody realized that they're not about to get that now that they want to change sides, they can't. They're not gonna get. And it's so obvious why they want to change sides because you getting that great fortune. They think that they was gonna come in. No, that shit is dead. That shit is dead. It's like stay over there, please stay over there. Stay exactly where you was at. Yep, this person thought that they was gonna come in and change some shit. No, whatever they thought long and they thought wrong. You saw exactly what this person was working on, and it was up to no good. Yep. Now this person sees that you saw what they was working on. And they concerned. They concerned because they're like, damn, they got to work too hard to. I heard I got to work too hard to play catch up. This is somebody that's older. These are older people. These are older people. Somebody feel like now they got to work too hard to play catch up. Because they was expecting this to be the ticket. They thought this was going to be their ticket. Hey, Devery. Hey, Cleo. Hey, Jerome. How are you? Hey, Malcolm. So, yep. They thought they was going to have a ticket. All they needed was just to continue on that same path. And then they was going to be able to make something legally theirs. That's what they was thinking. They was going to be able to make something legally theirs. Continue on that same path. But whenever it went to court, judge said, nah, fuck that. Nah, you got to be all fucked up. No, you lose. You lose. Yeah, this is a big thing. I feel like everybody's hearing about this. Everybody's hearing about this. This is a big thing. What's the message, Spirit? What you said? Who really behave immature over 30? A whole bunch of people. What are you talking about? Yeah, somebody expected to receive this unexpected income. Ain't that funny? They have these unmet expectations because they was expecting to hear about something, this unexpected income, but they was kind of expecting it. All they had to do, because they if somebody passed on, they was expecting to hear about it. But now everybody's understanding that they was ruled against that. Somebody got to serve hard time spiritually. In spiritual jail. Yep. Like somebody was trying to trick you of your spot and you caught on. Yeah, something about that mature man. He's the one who makes all the decisions. That mature man is the one who makes all the decisions when it comes to the family or what he may have. He may have this fortune that that everybody's thinking that they're gonna get cut slice of the pie. When it comes time to him taking his last. But see, somebody didn't expect something to change. The relationship between them and that mature man to change, and that made it because of something that main male was working on. Something I'm telling you, something that main male was working on, and it had to do with. I feel like the main male could have been maybe somebody's child or something like that, or was starting off, getting into doing stuff. Noticing that somebody was starting off to get a little bit sneaky, starting off to get a little bit, wait a minute, what you doing? Why are you practicing so-and-so's signature? That's kind of weird, don't you think? Oh, I'm just bored. And you're going to do that, though? Or something. Somebody like they noticed something about this person. Yep, they did. They noticed it about this person. And they noticed that, and they already knew that this woman was sitting here waiting. This mature man already knew that this person was already waiting. But see, what the mature woman didn't realize is the mature man knew that the more mature woman was out there sleeping around in the community. So what he did was he changed that wheel. First, she was going to get it all. Now, she ain't getting the shit. And I'm telling you, he went to court. He made it legal. As legal could be. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. What else, Spirit? What else from this deck? What else? Yep, something about this community. Yeah, somebody thought that they was going to be able to get something. Bottom of the deck. Told you. Despair. They are in despair. Yes. They upset. This person is upset. They looked a gift horse in the mouth. See, they had plans for that money. They had plans and they was happy. They was looking what they was, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They was making plans for that money. They was in a good space until they found out they wasn't gonna get nothing. Till they found out that they was gonna have to go back and get a job. And the reason that they ain't getting nothing is because somebody found out about this third participant in this party. In this relationship. Got to be more careful. Yep, that's when somebody went ahead and went to court and decided they just wanted to be single. They had enough. Like I said, you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife, but somebody tried. They tried. I feel like this person gave it an honest try. They sitting here wondering why did this person not, but it's still at the same time, it's like they had a whole bunch of doubts. They had a whole bunch of doubts. They had heard a whole bunch of rumors too. A whole bunch of rumors. Like more than a little bit. I'm talking like we passed the tens. We in the high hundreds, almost to the thousands. They heard a whole lot. But they still wanted to act shocked when they found out the truth. Hey, Ray, how are you? Okay, absolutely, Ray. My email address is in the description box below. spiritangel1111@gmail.com. Yeah, see, and now somebody is sitting here thinking about, what they should have done, how they should have been. Somebody thinking like, I should have been loving, I should have been committed, I should have been this, I should have been that. Now that they caught, I feel that somebody saw them out in public with their boo. And they got on the phone and they was like, is this Roger? Roger, what up, dog? Is that Helen's cousin still here from out of town? They really close. You ever know? They kiss each other with their tongue and so. Do they do that in their family or what? Because he was patting her butt and everything. They did that. That's her cousin, right? Somebody said it. Somebody dropped that. They spilled that tea. That's when somebody said that they had enough. They had walked away. They said let the chips fall for wherever they may. Somebody decided it was time to just worry about them. Yeah. Somebody even told the other person, listen, it's like, hey, I'm gonna let you know, I'm filing for divorce or whatever, because I know you're cheating. There's no need for that, because we got it on video, we got it on photos. We saw you on surveillance. It was on the 4 or 5 streets doorbell ring, cameras, shit like that, and ADT and all that other stuff. So no need to try and deny it. Adria, thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. See, somebody thought that they was going to be able to do something and get away with it. And then they thought that something that whatever they could say, they could just say any type of excuse as to why they was with somebody else. Give any type of excuse. Just say anything, any wild shit, and somebody was supposed to believe it. But yeah, something about either earth sign, because we got the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, somebody consulted, like they went to a psychic. Somebody consulted a psychic. They had this feeling, but they didn't have, like, they just needed some type of confirmation. And I feel like we went to the psychic for answers. Yep. And you know what? And I'm telling you this, somebody been thinking about this for a while. Like they've had these questions for a while. Is it true? Is it not true? Would they really do that? Did they really do this? And finally they went to that psychic, they got answers, and now they've been set free. They no longer, now they feel like they can, they have the answers that they need, because it's almost like, like when I do a reading with you, I don't ask no questions. Well, tell me what you want to know. I don't do all that. If you ask me for a reading, I give you the message the spirit gives through me to you. And I feel like that's what this person did. They went and saw a reader or psychic or somebody, oracle, and that oracle just told them the information. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like, it kind of like set this person free, because then they knew exactly what was going on. And then they understood. Yeah, so somebody is just trying to and they realized it was somebody that was being very selfish with themselves. That's the only reason it was creating all of this drama, as opposed to them just saying, hey, you know what? We've been together for a long ass time. We've been together for a long ass time. Instead of me feeling like I'm bored, or let me feel like what I can do to keep our family together, and because we got this family, we got these kids, and blah 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 blah, or whatever. But somebody didn't do that. They didn't do that. They allowed themselves to be used by the devil. Mm-hmm. Somebody could have even hired a private eye, and then that private eye had to deliver the message, kind of gingerly, because like I said, this is somebody, whoever this is somebody who has a high standing within the community. So it kind of had to be on the hush hush, and then on top of that, the information kind of had to be delivered a little gingerly, because you ain't trying to destroy nobody. Yeah, so somebody got to understand what somebody else was putting their time and their energy into. They wanted to say something, but they chose not to say anything just yet. But they was very upset about it. Very upset about it. They wanted to say something to the person, but they said, I'm not gonna say nothing just yet. I'm gonna hold this in. Let me, you know how you said you find out some shit. You find out and you pissed off. Oh, you so pissed. You could pick up a table and turn it over. But you gotta do your stretches first because you don't want to throw out your back or your hip like you did the last time or break a nail because you didn't know it. And no, that's more drama and trauma on top of drama and trauma. But anyway, back to the story. So you pissed off. Oh, you pissed off. But you said instead of me picking up the phone, yo, I just found out, blah, blah, blah. You said, let me bite my tongue for a minute. Let me think about what I need to do. Because if I say what I know right now, then that's going to give this person an opportunity to do this, because then they know exactly where to strike me. So somebody said, let me start doing what I got to do. I got to defend myself. Hey, Nurse Oasis, how are you? Something about this person was, they knew. Now they feel like they know what they're looking at. Now that they feel like they know what they're looking at. It's not just a heart hurt on their end, but they know that they're looking at somebody that they cannot trust. They know that they got to prepare themselves so that they could be set free. And they know that they want to be fair. They want to be fair to that person, but at the same time, they want to protect themselves. They want to put up some boundaries over their own resources because it was their resources that they brought to the table. Look, sir, this other person was just, maybe had a little job, working in the cowboy shoe store, cowboy boots and hat store, but that was it. Had two roommates just to make sure that the rent could get paid. And so she meet somebody else, and it's a blessing. But they got comfortable. Somebody got comfortable. Yep, somebody been tricking for a while now. They was tricking back in the day, trying to make a little bit of money. Tricking. That's what I'm saying. Somebody tried to turn a hoe into a housewife. And you know what? And they was able to stop, the wild, the reckless abandon, the wildlife. They stopped that for a while. They slowed down. They didn't stop it. They slowed down for a long time. But then I feel like they got attached to maybe some group or met some people or something like that. And they started maybe going out or something. They was hanging out. Maybe they met some new friends. That was on the wild side, the wild side, and they made this person feel like, oh, you know what, you sexy, you this, you that, you this, you that, like built up that ego again. Could be talking about a Leo because we got a Queen of Wands and the Strength card. But built, somebody's self-esteem up or made them feel sexy again. You know what I'm saying? And that's whenever somebody decided to go ahead and do whatever they betrayed the relationship, or betrayed something, or even betrayed, their own children, or betrayed, that happy home, or there was some betrayal there. Yep. Now it's like, and so now somebody, they know that this person, that they have to protect themselves against this person because they know that this is the type of person that would do whatever they got to do to make sure they're okay, to protect her own best interest. It's not somebody that's going to be like, you know what, you're right. I was caught. Let me go ahead. Let me see if I can, I'm going to apply at these places so I can get a job. If you could just help me out with some rent for at least 6 months, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because, I feel like somebody has closed the chapter on this relationship. Or I feel like somebody has closed the chapter. Because they found out about a secret relationship. Something that somebody was trying to hold, somebody was in a whole new thing and they was trying to hold that back. Okay, Hypsee, thank you so very much. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm telling you, somebody the emperor, this mature man didn't realize it for a long time. It's like there was not seeing it, but it's almost like they was trying to do something, or they were so busy worrying about money, they were sacrificing their home life to see it. Yeah, and now somebody feel really burdened. Yeah, it was too much of a burden to keep everything balanced. And that's when things started happening. That's when somebody started, instead of spending time with the family doing, the stuff that they was doing, they was all of a sudden ghosting, disappearing for an hour or two and then pop it back up and without any excuses and yeah, this mysterious stuff, disappearing for getting up early in the morning, leaving. Then you come back a few hours later, immediately jump into the shower, something like that, and acting crazy, acting shady, like some shit's going on. And whereas now the somebody decided that it was time for them to protect their own interest, because now their eyes are open and they see exactly what it is that they needed to do. Somebody finally made a judgment call. Mm-hmm. The one with the money made a judgment call. Because that was the one who had the most to lose. What's the Master Spirit? Thank you. Yep. Told you, somebody went and saw a high priestess. An oracle. They went and saw somebody. They got a reading or something. They had some questions and they went to somebody that had some questions answered. Yep, and shit was starting to make sense. Shit was starting to add up. They was asking questions. They was asking educated, well thought out questions. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Something seemed off within the family. Something seemed off within the home life. I'm telling you, somebody felt they felt something was off. Something was off. Somebody wanted to, like I said, leave for all of a sudden. All of a sudden, somebody wanted to leave, and then they want to come back, but you can't ask them the questions or nothing. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Tricky. Somebody was trying to, it's almost like they was trying to create something, or create a whole scenario or situation, or they would create arguments. They would cause this little disagreement to, well, fine, I'm just going to get around in my car and drive around for 2 or 3 hours, even though gas prices are at their most motherfucking expensive. So I don't want to be in this house with you arguing. But I'll be back after a few minutes, after a few hours. Make sure I got my phone. See, somebody didn't realize what they had when they had it. And now the shit is gone complowy, kaplowy, kapleeza, plooza, blooza. They realize what they had now. They should have paid attention. What's the message, Spirit? Yep, trying to cause some shit. I'm telling you, they didn't realize they sabotaged self. This was them self-sabotage. This was them doing that self-sabotage, trying to be all slick, Rick. How slick was that? How slick was that? The truth came out. What's the message? Ooh, thank you. You know, and it could have been while somebody was traveling in their car, something like that. Oh, maybe somebody got into an accident. You know, maybe they had they was in somebody else's car doing something, and they got into an accident with somebody with their own kid or something like that. Maybe their own kid was out there, you know, driving around or whatever, or somebody that they knew. I feel like somebody had the ability, like somebody had some tea on somebody that they could say at any time, but they holding back. They holding back. They got some juicy ass tea on somebody, but they holding back for the right time to say it. When they know that time, the right time is coming up. The right time is coming up. Yeah. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Somebody's life might be out of control now. Because we got a ram in the sheep. What's the message? Something about some rumors is going around. People's talking a lot of rumors is going around about, you know, some messages or some love messages. And see, somebody didn't think that shit would get out. No, somebody did not think that shit was going to get out. And so that had it not got out, they would have still been going down the same route, doing the same thing, trying to be sneaky. But people started talking. Yeah, I feel like somebody could have been in an accident. What they see could love us. Yep, and it's been a long time. This is exactly what they needed. Either I feel like maybe somebody either had to go to court, or this is just their karma. This is their karma after such a long time of not being found out, of not saying anything, of not people speaking. Of people not speaking up. You know, but somebody finally took a stand. And when they did, that other person that they found out ghosted somebody. I feel like what they did was they went within. They thought about what it was that they needed to do to protect themselves, like changing the password on the account, you know, the website, or going to the bank and you know, just drawing up something, or you know, changing the shit around, removing somebody's name, or doing something. that somebody needed to protect themselves from, because they knew that they was leaving, but they also knew that they was going to have to protect their assets, you know. Especially, and I feel like somebody felt like they was really going to have to be protective of their assets, you know, especially whenever it came to this information that they found out, or this female, male, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they found out for sure what's happening, for sure. And as sad as this person is, they know they got to just leave. That's why I'm saying they started withdrawing. They started withdrawing from this person, going from the 4 of Pentacles to the 3. They started withdrawing, you know, holding back from this person, holding back from them. And this person didn't even notice anything. Was so busy, stuck on self, didn't notice anything. You know, somebody kept lying to this person, saying that everything is okay, everything is okay, everything is okay, but it was putting this person in a position where they was not going to be able to have the resources to try and get back, or, you know, passwords were changed, you know, files were moved, lock boxes were set up differently, you know, wills were, you know, redone, you know, life insurance policies, you know, beneficiary information was redone, you know, stuff like that. Because somebody wanted to make sure that they had whatever it was that they needed, their wish was going to come true, you know, they was going to be happy with whatever it was that they had whenever they branched off and went into a new direction. Because this person knows, like I said, and like I said, they want to be fair. They want to be fair, but they are going to protect themselves. And this person is in their feelings. They in their feelings that they got to be single. They in their feelings that this Empress was sitting here fucking around, acting like somebody was single, that they got it fucking around with somebody who is single, a single younger man. And the whole time, the emperor didn't know nothing about it, was not even didn't know nothing about it, because he always at work. He was always at work working. But he understands it's because, you know what, he didn't invest quality time into having that home life balance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this person realized that he was blessed with 2 kids. I feel like he was blessed with 2 kids, 2 offspring. And one of the kids was the one that was telling it, that was seeing it all and telling it all. That's how somebody really started finding out about this bullshit that was going on that they refused to see before. Hey, Addie, sort of like, yep. So, yep. But they getting, you know, they're getting theirs. Somebody looked a gift horse in the mouth, thinking that they was they'll never know. They always at work. Yeah, well, something happened. Like I said, somebody could have been in an accident or something, or something happened that they was, you know, at the car wash or at a restaurant, you know, thinking that they was with they, you know, at their secret spot with their boo, only to find out that their secret spot was somebody else's most loved spot. Yep. And somebody found out and started talking. That's when they made a phone call. Yo, look who's here. Look who is in the spot. I know you're not going to believe me. That's right. Helen. Who? And you won't believe what she got on. I was like, Helen? Girl, is that you? I know you're going to catch a cold. You better cover up. Pull. You need my sweater? Tie around your waist. Somebody was like, ooh. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yeah. She just should have stayed at home and did her thing. Yep. And so the emperor found out the truth. Whew, this is getting good. Yes. But he kind of felt it. He kind of felt it all along. And I feel like the truth kind of set him free from these burdens. You know, that's when he knew he had to protect his money. He said he'd be damned if a motherfucker with another pen's gonna come in and claim his shit. That. He was taking a stand. He took a motherfucking stand. He didn't want to do nothing reckless, so that he regretted it, though. That's why he was methodical. That's what I'm hearing, methodical. What's the message? Yeah. One of the kids. It was one of the kids that saw something. One of the kids may have been in the same spot, took a picture with their cell phone. It was one of their children. It was like, Dad, you want to see this? Hold on, son. I'm doing something with work. Oh, okay. Well, let me know whenever you want to see this. Oh, is it another skateboard video? Is it another horseback riding video? Is it another video of you in Europe hang gliding? Nope, not even that. Well, what is it, son? It's of mom and this man making out, and he got his hand all down her shirt, but the other hand, not to be outdone, was all up in her skirt. He's like, let me put this laptop away. Come on over here, son. Let's look at this together. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah! Secret love. That's what we are. Trying so hard to hide the way we feel. And we both belong to someone else. And we can't let go. 'Cause what we feel is oh so real. So real. So real. So he was like, fuck that. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell to the no. Oh, hell to the no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna beat that bitch. Fuck that. You know how many hours I had to work this week alone? No, I just gave her some money, some spending money. And what shit? That was in my Lamborghini. Oh, fuck all that. Oh, hell no. Son, go get your skateboard and run along. Thank you for showing me that. What's the message, Spirit? Yes, High Priestess. Yes. What's the message? Hey, Kenta, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? Yes, indeed. Somebody is cut off. When we say off, we talking OFFFFFFFFFFT. And the last FT is for fuck that. Somebody was cut off. Fuck that. That's what they said. Hey, Janae. K-Hypsee, I'm as calm as it's gonna get. Yeah, somebody said they ain't investing in shit else this person want to do. Nothing else. Not a damn thing. They was flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. They said, behind my damn back. And it was somebody that would have never suspected. They never, ever, ever suspected this young, nice looking, finely built, athletic, tall, fine ass, looking like a cool glass of ice water. They would never expected this fine motherfucker to be the one. They almost trusted his fine motherfucking ass. Almost trusted him. What? They shocked. Yep. Like I said, somebody said, only thing they thinking of is they protecting their own interests. They are protecting their own interests. That's all they thinking about. They said, you know what? They didn't even want no fucking apology. Fuck it. Keep it. They went immediately to work. They went immediately to work. Got, and I'm telling you, they switched up these whole contracts and don't nobody know. What the wheels, everything. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know who getting what until after the person gone. That's how they switch it up. What's the message, Spirit? I thought I saw one flip. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, of course. Now they feel like they are. I feel like it's both. It's the one who's somebody feel like they depressed. They don't want to really look at nobody. They don't want to talk to nobody. They don't want to be around nobody. This person is sitting here thinking about everything that they gave up for this relationship. Even other people that they ended relationships with for that relationship. Only for that relationship to, they're thinking about, how they, they did a lot. They was trying to work with this person. They made themselves, take on all this responsibility for this other person for no fucking reason, for this person to cheat. What's the message? They thought that this was going to be forever, y'all. They thought that this was going to be their forever person, only to find out that they got to start all over. Damn. You should have asked more questions, motherfucker. What's the message? If it's a hoe with you, it's going to be a hoe with everybody else. Yeah. Somebody has already made that decision that they have to be single. Because being around somebody so reckless like that, it makes them so that they don't feel like they're balanced. It knocks their balance off. They don't feel secure. They don't feel good about themselves. This person, I feel like this person is just choosing to accept the lesson that, thanking God for, whatever blessings came about because of it, and choosing to close the chapter and move on. Just being really mature about it and just doing what you got to do. And then this other person, the one who thought that she was getting away with something, that's when she realized that no, all she did was commit herself to the devil. All she did was allow somebody else who wanted to control her life, to mess up. Yeah. See, somebody realized after she had when it was found out, when she was found out, that's when she realized that it was one of her own kids that dropped a motherfucking dime on her. Mm-hmm. This is the same child that she used to push away, exclude from shit. The same one. That was the one who dropped the dime. Damn. Oh well. Like they say over in Russia. Fuck it. Bottom of the deck. Now somebody want to be all in their heart space. Now somebody want to act like they broken hearted because their child said something. You know? Their child said something and the other person walked away without a word. Didn't say nothing, just walked away without a word. And then on top of that, I feel like there was a definite an opportunity here, like a lot of money and this, that, and the other, but some change was made. Some change was made. You know, because like I said, that King of Cups, that person, they was shocked it was the King of Cups because this is somebody that they had known from the past. This is somebody that was shocked them because they never knew that this King of Cups would even do them like that. This is what got this person kind of fucked up. They didn't see that shit coming. They didn't see that somebody else was trying to get in where they was supposed to be the one that was fitting in. Who knew there was that secret rendezvous? And these motherfuckers felt so confident doing it. They felt confident doing it too. And was blaming shit on somebody else, I feel like. Putting a burden on somebody else. But see, now this a Queen of Cups, this could be somebody's the mother. Now the mother's all in regret that she didn't even take the time to even love that child. Because that's what she should have been doing. Maybe if she loved the child would have dropped a dime on her. Yeah, because see, somebody was always having to leave. Always starting an argument. Always having to leave. Well, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do... fine, let me grab my purse. Let me grab my keys. Let me grab my wallet. Somebody always had to do that shit. And it was because they had these plans to get with somebody. They was going to get with... They knew they had to do a diversion. They had to create a diversion so they can get with whoever they was trying to get with on the slide. See, somebody didn't think that somebody else was watching them and saw it or was taking notice. They didn't think. They thought they was being half nickel slick, like they was just moving and grooving, bobbing and weaving and shit like that. Like they could appear, disappear, appear, disappear. You know, like that shit don't happen. You still right there. Mm-hmm. Somebody didn't see that they was the ones that was off balance. They was the ones who was acting out of character. They was the ones who was, they was starting to do things different. But see, they had this idea in their head for so long, this plan in their head for so long. When it came to them and their own stability, they just felt like they're gonna stick around for the ride. I don't plan on going nowhere. I plan on being, sitting up on this throne the entire time when this motherfucker going to work, working, and I got my little boy toy right here. They expected to receive a payoff that inheritance. They expected that to come in. Hey, La Unique 444. That's what they was expecting. I heard somebody say getting paid for their trouble. Well, bitch, guess what? You ain't even never had to be here. Shit, you're lucky that your back is getting a reprieve. Shit, letting them bad sores heal and shit. If that's all you was doing was laying on your back. Hey, Red Violet, how are you? So, yeah, somebody's little dirty secret came out. Kablooey. Kablooey. Somebody of the canine type stop. Like, what the please stop that, mama. Please don't do that to us. I'm good, Red Violet. I'm good. Yeah. This emperor was not supposed to know that the wife was kicking it around town with Big Dick John Brown. Or whatever the name is. So, yeah. Telling you. But like I said, somebody got word. Somebody made a call. They got word and they found out about this passion, this. So what somebody did was they went ahead and hired an attorney, private investigator, an attorney, switched some shit up, and they did that so that they could protect themselves. And then and not just themselves and their information. So now they're ready. They're ready to make that change. They're ready to step out. They're ready to sign that decree, divorce decree, to let somebody know this shit is done. This shit is over. And this person is trapped, caught. They got the videos, the photos, everything about how somebody was sneaking around, having some little private conversation. Like I said, they got all that information. They was holding back about this, that, and the other. But you know what? They got to thank this high priestess, this oracle that they went to, because this oracle told them about what was going on and why, the home life wasn't a home life and what was happening and this, that, and the other, and why they was out in the cold and all this other shit, and had told them, you're going to have to protect yourself because right now, you're just setting yourself up for your demise if you choose to stay within this and blah, 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 and that you're going to have to protect your own money. What else, Spirit? Yep. Ain't no need in feeling sorry for yourself. It's done. It is done. All it's over. What's done is done. Do not dwell. Yep. Somebody needs to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and keep it moving. Somebody needs to find a way to get balance within themselves. They need to find a way to make sure that they can leave this situation. Understand that they're doing the best thing for them, leaving this whole stressful situation. This is a change that needed to have come. Somebody was needing to be set free. Somebody needed to understand the truth of a situation, needed to be able to see something, needed to be able to have this information or whatever, so that they can heal themselves and understand who they was dealing with. They wasn't dealing with nobody that was healed. They had to see it for themselves and make that decision that they was dealing with a trickster. Yeah. The reason that they couldn't sleep at night is because they knew the truth, but they was trying to ignore the truth. Yeah. But somebody had already told them, somebody that was working with them, or somebody that does this for work or something, had told them the truth. And let me tell you something, they was able to protect themselves. They was able to come out. Somebody told them what to do. That's what it was. Somebody told them what to do to protect themselves. That's why somebody was able to come out on top. Yep. Because of that information. Information on how to protect you and yours. Yep. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? We're getting ready to close this down. Thank you. They made the right judgment call. They made the correct judgment call. And you know what? This person, they're getting karma. They're getting karma. Yep. So, all right, let's go ahead and we're going to swing the pendulum. Somebody's starting to get a little antsy over here. All right, spirits. Which way is the pendulum going to swing? Think of your question. Think of your question. Think of your question. Looks like the answer is starting off as a strong yes already. All right, y'all. Yep, the answer is a yes. So maybe this is somebody's confirmation that they was making the right decision, moving on as opposed to staying stuck. Somebody had to get out of the mindset of having to, quote unquote, start over. Don't think of it as starting over. Think of it as starting new. Having an opportunity to have the life that you truly want. With those people that honor what you honor. Truth, respect, integrity, honesty, all of that stuff. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the generous donations. Thank you for the definite, like the jewels, the roses, the different things that was sent. I appreciate everyone. All right, Red Violet, we hope to see you earlier on the next live. But I understand about work schedules. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Have a great evening. Bye now.